everybody. Hello, hello. Hope you guys are all doing well. Good evening. We are getting ready to get into week 3 of Comeback Circle number 8. Okay. And tonight, well, one thing. If you just jumped on, do not forget 90-day run forms are due by midnight tonight. I will pull them in the morning. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? You didn't have to get everything. Just turn the form in. Tell me what you did do. Okay. It's accountability for yourself. The trackers are working correctly. So that has been huge for a lot of you. I know a lot of you were like, thank God I could track it. I could remember. So, yes. And then we still have a giveaway going on right now that ends tomorrow night. So there is a weekend giveaway that I have going on right now for that awesome Brewmate tumbler thing. So make sure you get your submissions in the comments. All right, tonight we are going to talk about conversations that create growth. Okay, hi Allie. Look at you looking all dolled up. Okay, girl.
Just for you, boo. Just for you.
Look at her. She got lashes and all.
Well,
Okay.
I even curled the hair, but it rained, so it's probably not there anymore.
Wow, she's looking fancy. Okay, so conversations that create growth. That is what we are talking about tonight. So, let's just dive into it. Make sure you got some notes. We're going to get things rolling. So, first things first. Your business is not going to grow just from posting. Okay? I wish it would. I wish you could just make a post and your business would grow with sales and recruits. But that is not the truth. Growth in your business happens from conversations. That's where the growth is, okay? But a lot of people avoid it, okay? Conversations is where everything actually happens. Customers happen when you have conversations. Recruiting happens when you have conversations. Relationships happen in conversations. Everything happens inside of conversations. But yet, it's the place most people freeze. How many of you would say, I freeze when it comes to conversation? Put freeze in the comments if you freeze when it comes to conversations, okay? I know there are a lot of you because some of you have been telling me about the 90-day run and you freezing. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to do, okay? You freeze. Freeze or word vomit. Hey, we're being honest. Okay. So I'm going to help you with that tonight, okay? So let's first of all acknowledge why people don't start conversations, okay? Why people avoid them. It's not because they don't know how, okay? It's because if we're honest, you're afraid of being ignored, feeling awkward, being told no, or looking salesy. So instead, what do people do is they play the safe zone. They post, they wait, they hope someone reaches out to them. But I am here to tell you, waiting is not the strategy. You cannot just wait. What the strategy is leadership. Leadership is the strategy. Okay. And I want to change your thought tonight when we're going to talk about recruiting, but this also goes with customers too, that we're going to kind of reframe your mindset when it comes to it. That recruiting, and I've said this before to you guys, if you've been a part of the comeback circle, that recruiting is not convincing. Does anyone know what recruiting is? What I have said before, and it's probably going to take me to say it 20 times. Recruiting is not convincing. I'm not trying to convince you. Same thing with sales. I'm not trying to convince you that this is the best product. I'm not trying to convince you that this is the best opportunity. What am I trying to do? Recruiting is inviting. How many of you guys have heard me say that before? You have. I know you have. Okay. But it might take you 22 million times to hear me say it before you start letting it sink in. Recruiting is inviting. It is simply saying, hey, I see something in you. You're not forcing anyone. You're not pressuring anybody. You are just opening the door and inviting them, right? And I've told you, you just put it in their lap. You're not, and if they say no, it's not like, oh gosh, and you like start trying to convince them. No, hey, I don't know if this is for you. Okay. Because when someone invited you into this business, they changed your life, didn't they? A lot of you on this call, it changed your life, whether it was a product that changed your life, whether it was the community, whether it's the comp plan, whatever. It changed your life. And now you get to do the same thing for someone else. That is the shift that needs to happen in your brain. Okay? It's not convincing, it is inviting people. You are not pressuring, you are just opening the door for them. Okay? Now, this is where I want you to make sure you've got your pen and papers out, that we are going to talk about 3 types of conversations that you should be having every single day. Every single day. Okay? Number 1, connection. These are your normal conversations, replying to stories, asking questions, getting to know people. Girl, that makeup looks so pretty. Girl, where'd you get that dress from? Where'd you get that top? How old are your kids now? It's just connecting with people. This is relationship building because people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. People they are comfortable with. This is the one that I think, in my opinion, is the easiest. Okay. I can talk to you all day long about your dog, your cat, your husband, your kids, the weather, whatever. It's easy. Okay. But this is a conversation that needs to be happening every day. Number 1, connection. Okay. Number 2, curiosity. Now, this happens when somebody shows interest. Maybe they like your post. Maybe they comment on your post. Maybe they watch your stories. Maybe they were on your live. Maybe they interacted in your poll. That is your opportunity to reach out to them and say, hey, thanks for jumping on my live today. Was there anything that you saw that you might wanted to try? Hey, I saw that you've been watching my stories about the skincare today. Have you ever tried anything like that before? You're not pushing. You are starting curiosity. Do you see the difference? You are starting curiosity. You are asking them questions. Hey, I saw you jump on my live before, or my live tonight. Have you ever tried pharmacy makeup? Have you ever tried that tip that I did? Do you get that? That is the curiosity. Okay, is this making sense? Number 1, connection. Number 2, curiosity. Okay. And then number 3, and this is where most people stop. Okay. Invitation. This is where most people stop. But I'm going to tell you that invitation is where your business grows. Okay. This is what it looks like. You'd actually be amazing what I do. Have you ever thought of doing something like this? I didn't give her the whole comp plan. I didn't word vomit. I saw the potential in them. Or maybe you say, hey, I'm looking for a few women this month who would like to join and earn some extra income from home. Would you be interested? Would you want some details? It's simple. It's clear. It's kind. It's not pushy. That's it. You're just inviting. Again, you're not trying to convince somebody. You are just inviting them. Hey, I saw the other day where you were saying you were looking for a second job. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? I had a girl the other day say on her Facebook post, and she came to the Post for Profit call the other night, and she's highly considered. She made a post saying, I'm done with my job. I need another job, or I need some more hours. And I commented in the chat, and I said, girl, you would be awesome at what I do. She knows what I do. We've done boutique stuff before. And there were like 3 or 4 people that follow me that were like, yes, Paige, you would be incredible at this. Yes, you would be amazing. Guess what she did? She reached out to me and said, okay, I need to know more. And then she came to the Post for Profit. Has she said yes yet? No. Has she joined yet? No, but I'm still building that relationship. I put that thought in her head. So that would have been the time where I reach out and say, but she reached out to me first. Hey, I saw your comment about needing some extra income or wanting some more hours. I forget exactly what her post was. I really think you'd be awesome what I do. She already does TikTok. She already does Reels. You already do this. And are you getting paid for it? Do you see that? I'm just inviting. And that is where a lot of you freeze and you don't offer. Okay. But that is where your business grows. That is where your business grows. Okay. Now I'm going to say something really important here. Selling products in this business, it builds income, right? 50% commission, whatever. It builds that income. If you need that fast cash, that's the best way, right? But building people, that builds a legacy. Every rank in this business, every trip, every big check, it all comes from people. People you believed in, people you invited, people who needed an opportunity. That's what it comes down to. That is what we are doing, is we are building a legacy. Because I know all of you on here, you're a part of this team, right? I am building a legacy within you. The ranks that I have hit are because I had people under me. I did not do it alone. Some of y'all been here 7 years with me almost. You are building a legacy. That if you are wanting to grow, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to grow. If you want those checks, if you want those trips, if you want whatever, it's going to have to come from people. And you sitting and waiting and hoping that they're going to see your post and they're going to reach out. It ain't. It ain't going to happen that way. I would have said probably, and Allie can probably say, about 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, honestly, attraction marketing was huge. People would just watch you and they would reach out. Do I still think they do that? Yes, because it happens to me. But do I believe that that is the number one way to grow your business these days? It's not. I don't feel that it is. I do not think that that is the number one way where we just sit and hope and wait that they show up and that they reach out and they say, hey, Georgia, I've been watching you. What are you doing? Yes, that's all great and fine and dandy when that happens, right? It's great. It still happens sometimes, but I would not say that that is the number one time. Okay. Go after Tyra Styles. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll put those examples. I'll put them in the comeback circle chat. Okay. That way we don't lose them there. But here's the beautiful thing when it comes to conversations duplicate. When you show your team how to connect, invite, follow up, guess what? They start doing the same thing. And that's how teams grow. That's how Shelby's gotten to where she is. That's where Allie, Heather, it's the duplication. Because I do this, they do this. It's not through complicated strategies. It's through simple, repeatable actions. Simple, repeatable actions. I'm going to give you a small challenge this week, and then I'm going to say one more thing that literally really has nothing to do with tonight's call, but it's something that I was talking with somebody about this week. But your challenge this week is to have intentional conversations. I gave you 3 types of conversations, right? Connect, curiosity, invite. We are going to have intentional conversations this week. I want you to try to have 10 new conversations a day. 10 new conversations. If you do 3, like if you did 3 connections, 3 curiosity, and 3 invites, you're already at 9. I'm not saying that's what you have to do. Or maybe you do all 10 connections and then tomorrow you do whatever. But I want you to have 10 new conversations a day. Not spam, not copy paste, not some special script, real conversations. Connect, curiosity, invite. And I want you this week, this one's going to push you, to at least ask 5 people this week. 5, that could be one a day. 5 people this week to take a look at the pharmacy opportunity. 5. Okay? And I want you to remember something. Every leader that you admire in this company, myself, Melissa, anybody that you admire in this company, it started with the conversation. Y'all know my story. I got on the phone with Melissa. We talked during my planning period. I listened to her. I listened to what she had to say. One message, one invite, one call, one moment of courage. Your next customer, your next rock star, your next leader, your next teammate is sitting in your messages right now. I want you to be intentional this week in your messages, okay? But you have to start the conversation. You can't just sit and wait and hope that it's going to come to you. You've got to start the conversation. So if you are willing to try that this week, I want you to put in the chat, I start the conversation. I start the conversation. 10 new conversations a day, 5 this week, inviting people to the opportunity. Okay? I start the conversation. Good. What do you send them when they are interested in the opportunity? Ask more questions, Georgia. Listen more. Like, if they say, yeah, I'd love to do this. Well, have you ever done network marketing before? Have you ever done social selling before? Yes or no? What would you need out of this opportunity? Is there something specific that you're looking for? Ask those questions. And then, do you have any questions for me? Specific questions. I don't want to overwhelm. I want to help you understand. Do you have any certain questions for me? Get that? And then if they say, no, I just really would like some basic information. Well, right now until tomorrow, you can sign up for $5, but don't overwhelm them saying, oh, you get 50% commission, you get 50% discount, and you get car bonuses and cash bonus. That's where we word vomit. Okay. Once they ask for the more details, then you can give that to them, but we don't want to overwhelm them with that. Yeah. Start the questions, start the conversations. Okay, great. Now let me say one thing. And I'm just right. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm still learning and growing as a leader. Last week, Bob Healy, if y'all know him, put Bob in the chat. He found me on Instagram. I have followed him for a long time. I've never had a conversation with him, nothing. He reached out to me last week, and I had a one-on-one call with him for 45 minutes last week. And I'm still like processing everything that I had a conversation with him and all these things. But he just pointed out something. He's a big virtual upline. Y'all can follow him. He's great. I love his techniques. I love what he does. But we had a conversation this week, and I'm going to have another one next week with him. But he just said, and I want you guys just to take a little bit of this, that when you first join network marketing, the very first thought that you have is every day is like, who can I share this with? Who can I talk to about this? Who can I serve? Who can I offer this to? Like you do it out of love, right? It's this love-led decision, right? That you want to do this. Well, when we start, and it was so good, when we start doing all these trainings and we start trying to learn all these different techniques and all these things, yes, it's great that we learn and that we grow. But instead of doing it out of love, we do it out of fear in a way. Like it's a fear-led decision. It's a fear-led action. Like, oh, I have to do it this way that Ashley is saying. Oh, I have to show up how Ashley's showing up. I have to do what Melissa trained on. These are just nuggets, okay? And sometimes we get so consumed with the training. And again, it's not bad. We want to learn. We want to grow. That's why I offer it. But at the end of the day, I also want you guys to trust that natural instinct inside of you. Okay, there is a natural instinct inside of every single one of you when you first joined on how to do this business. And yes, you're learning, you're growing, you're evolving. Oh, sorry. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, I had to mute, make sure. You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, which is good, but I don't want you to lose sight of that love-led decision of why you show up. Okay. So like the other day, I had someone reach out to me and they were like, what should I do? I just signed up, blah, 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 blah. I could have given her this whole like 30-day thing, like day 1, do this, day 2, do this, day 3. But instead, I just said, just share what you love. Just share what you love. And when you start sharing what you love, people are going to see it. And I mean sharing the products that you love, sharing the opportunity that you love. Just share what you love, and people will see that. And then, yes, have those conversations, connect with people, doing all that. But I think we get so consumed with, okay, okay, I got to do this live. I got to do this reel. I got to do this post. I got to do this. Just be you, be your true, authentic self, because that's what you want. You don't want to try to be me. You don't want to try to be Allie. We give you tips and tricks and all these things, but I want you to show up as your true, authentic self and share what you love. Okay. So I know that's really has nothing to do with what tonight, but I don't know. It's just, it's a lot. There's a lot of things that I'm uncovering with Bub right now. And the more I learn, obviously I will share. But that is just something that just share what you love. When we've been doing this 90-day run, I have been live every day and I'm loving it. Am I showing a product every single day and doing a full face of live? No. Last night, I think I was on for 5 minutes and I talked about pharmacy for like 5 minutes. Okay. But I'm loving it again. So share what you love. I'm loving making the posts and the reels. I'm just sharing what I love instead of doing this checkbox of, I got to make a post. I got to do a live. I got to do this. It becomes more of a chore and a ritual. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that burnout. I want you to share what you love. Okay. So promise me that you will share what you love, because I want you to do this out of love, not out of fear, out of, I've got to do it this certain way. No, you don't. You just be you. Okay. All right. Any questions? Sorry, hold on. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Y'all good? Okay, don't forget again, 90-day run forms are due tonight. I'm not giving you another warning tomorrow. Okay, tonight they are due. And just submit what you got. Don't have to be anything. Going to do mine now. Good. Okay. I love you guys so much, and we will see y'all next week. I will be in Virginia next week because it's spring break, but I will be live. Okay. I love y'all. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.